And we're back.
Yay!
Yay! As we moved away from that station, the old shepherd began to stir. His vicious dog attacked me and I kicked it in its teeth.
We were just discussing how we should do a speed run of this game.
That would be ridiculous. It's like reading every fourth page of a book.
Oh, quiet, you Where am I? Oh, where am I?
You're on a train, travelling east towards Dumfries, in Scotland.
What's some dumb fries?
Oh, that's what comes of being a teetotaler.
That is an old-timey expression for a lush, or a drunkard.
I don't think so.
Alright.
I think teetotaler is someone who does not do that.
Oh.
I expressed my surprise that in him I should have met a blue ribbon stalwart.
Well, then you may be correct. I'm gonna look it up.
Fair enough.
But keep going.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a strong teetotaler. I took the pledge last Martinmas and I haven't touched a drop of whiskey since.
Well, there you go.
Not even a hugmanee.
That doesn't make any
I
damn
was
sense then.
so tempted.
That means a person who never drinks alcohol.
Oh,
As in-
that's what I get. I heat bell and hellfire and twine looking different ways for the Sabbath.
What did it?
Here, a drink they call brandy. Now, being a teetotaler, I keep it after whiskey, but I was nip naughty as brandy.
That's
and
not how that works.
I'll not be wheel for a fortnight.
Whoa! See that face?
No.
You didn't see the horrifying ghost face that took up over half the screen.
No.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Yeah. My plan had been to get out at some station down the line, but the train suddenly gave me a better chance by breaking down. I looked out and saw that every carriage window was closed and no human figure appeared in the landscape. So I ran away! So I dropped quickly from the carriage, which is the same thing as what I said, and ran away! It would have been alright but for that infernal dog.
Infernal dog.
Infernal dog. Hellhound. Wretched beast. And then I fell off this bridge and broke my ankle. The dog ate me.
Wow was taught me that areas like this have
Where am I?
velociraptors.
Oh, where am I? He's jumped. He's jumped to his death.
I could not have made a more public departure if I had left with a burglar and a brass band. Bugler. Bugler and a brass band. I was wondering why a burglar would make it more obvious, but it turns out I just can't read. So that's fun. Happily, the drunken shepherd provided a diversion, and I ran away. He and his dog, which was attached by a rope to his waist, suddenly cascaded out of the carriage.
What?
They literally fell to their death. I ran away. That man needs help.
That blasted dog just bit me.
Why would you allow a gigantic dog onto a train?
This is a sheepdog.
Well, that makes it okay.
Apparently it does in 1914 if you're a shepherd in Scotland. They had forgotten me. I am forgettable. I looked back, but there was nothing in the landscape. Just more landscape. Lots of landscape. For the first time, I felt the terror of the hunted on me.
He's being chased by the hunted.
It was not the police that I thought of, but the other folk, the wee free folk, who knew that I knew of Scudder's secret and dared not let me live. I was certain they would pursue me with a keenness and a vigilance unknown to the British law, and that once their grip closed on me, I should find no mercy.
It's not very nice to say about British law.
That and this has literally just become a conspiracy game, which I guess it was from the beginning, and
Yeah,
I'm just dumb.
this was all about conspiracy.
Yeah. I was reading weird conspiracies online earlier, so I just was thinking about it. The mood did not leave me until I had reached the rim of mountain and flung myself panting on a ridge high above the young waters of the river.
This keeps distracting me, because those things running across the bottom of the screen look just like when you try to send an email on Hotmail. Yet these white dots go across the top of your screen until it goes.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So, he's trying to send Hotmail from Scotland?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I have eyes like a hawk, but I could see nothing moving in the whole countryside, because hawks apparently have worse eyesight than they used to. Then I looked into the blue May sky, and there I saw that which set my pulses racing. Oh no!
It's Superman.
It's a bird. It's a Nazi. I was as certain as if I had been told that that aeroplane was looking for me, and that it did not belong to the police, on account of it was yellow and did not say police on it.
This man believes everything he's told.
It's true. These heather hills were no sort of cover if my enemies were in the sky, and I must find a different kind of sanctuary. Sanctuary! Monoplane!
Monoplane.
I collected one.
That's like the HIV plane.
No. No. Onwards, ever upwards, O faithful Waldo followers. About 6 in the evening, I came out of the moorland and found this house
In the Westland.
and crashed it and said, "Hey, feed me.
We're going to download the app, Roach.
I'm a stranger. Definitely not here to axe murder you in your sleep." As when a... Oh, I guess he's actually reading that.
As when a griffin through the wilderness with winged step... As when a griffin through the wilderness with winged step o'er hill and moory dale pursues the Arimaspian.
Uh-huh.
How is he babbling on about? Wait, you don't have
Poetry. I
both.
did not click the house. You are correct. Peat smoke and savory roast floated from the house.
Yeah, stop saying things they're saying.
Well, he wasn't saying that.
No, I guess you're right. I'm sorry.
Sepia.
Good evening to you. It's a fine night for the road.
Is that place an inn?
Oh, I thought that was a dude and a
At
lady.
your service.
It does
I'm the
look like
landlord, sir. And I hope you will stay the night, for, to tell you the truth, I've had no company for a week.
that. Innkeeper.
Plot twist. The innkeeper's the ex-murderer.
I pulled myself up on the parapet of the bridge and filled my pipe.
Parapet.
I began to detect an ally.
Ali.
Detect. Probe.
You're young to be an innkeeper.
My father died a year ago and left me the business. I live there with my grandmother. It's a slow job for a young man, and it wasn't my choice of profession.
Which was?
He actually blushed.
I want to write books.
And what better chance could you ask? Man, I've often thought that an innkeeper would make the best storyteller in the world.
Oh, not now. Maybe in the old days when you had pilgrims and ballad makers and highwaymen and mail coaches on the road. But not now. Nothing comes here but motor cars full of fat women who stop for lunch and a fisherman or two in the spring and the shooting tenants in August. There's not much material to be got out of that. I want to see life, to travel the world and write things like Kipling and Conrad. But the most I've done yet is to get some verses printed in Chambers' journal.
I looked at the inn standing golden in the sunset against the brown hills that are especially brown now that everything has been sepia-colored.
Sepia.
Sepia.
I've knocked a bit about the world, and I wouldn't despise such a hermitage. Do you think that adventure is only found in the tropics or among gentry in red shirts? Maybe you're rubbing shoulders with it at this moment.
That's what Kipling says. Brother romance, and all unseen bromance brought up the 915.
What?
Yes. But here's a true tale for you then. And a month
Mary
from
had
now,
a little lamb.
you can make a novel out of it.
I'll tell you everything, so that when they come to kill me, they'll kill you first.
We get a movie!
time. A story of epic proportions. Mr. Richard Hannay was a successful mining magnate from Kimberley, Australia.
Look, there's a diamond.
Then his luck changed and he ran into serious financial troubles.
Oh no.
Boom!
Is he gonna take his
Dun
diamond?
dun dun! We're here for the money! I owe you nothing! Run away!
His hat!
It was lost forever! Thunk. Thugs chased Hannay across the Kalahari to German Africa, pursuing him across the ocean.
German Africa, huh?
Yeah, Germans controlled a huge chunk of Africa for a while there.
This is where the Cape Colony is. Yeah, we're on a bigger boat.
This is the sound that boats make.
I've never heard a boat sound like that. Oh no!
Ha-ha! Zamaga!
My hat!
Spin, 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 spin. Thump. He got away and fled to London. The British Isles. Yes, indeed, my good sir. But they tracked him down. Oh no! My dear friend! My hat! They had killed his friend, and were chasing Hannay yet. And then...
That wasn't
You're
true.
looking for adventure?
No.
Well, you found it here. The devils are after me and the police are after them. It's a race that I mean to win.
By God! It's all pure Rider Haggard and Conan Doyle!
You believe me?
Of course I do! I believe everything out of the common. The
Well.
only thing to distrust is the normal.
Oh, writers. He was very young, but he was the man for my money.
So does he distrust himself and his inn?
Probably.
Ah. It might all be a dragon.
I think they're off
Probably.
my track for the moment, but I must lie close for a couple of days. Can you take me in?
He caught my elbow in his eagerness and drew me towards the house.
With a pencil.
As I entered the inn porch, I heard from far off the beat of an engine.
It was
a bird.
Papia airplane.
He gave me a room at the back of the house with a fine outlook over the plateau. I smoked in a chair till daylight, for I could not sleep. And that picture was crooked. Like, I'm not the only one who sees that crooked picture, right?
I don't see it. Or that one or that one.
Okay, well, everybody else sees that crooked picture, and that's what matters. What is going on in this house?
It moves. It's not to be trusted.
Every morning I wanted some time... The next morning I wanted some time to myself, so I invented a job for him. He had a motor bicycle, and I sent him off next morning for the daily paper, which usually arrived with the post in the late afternoon. I told him to keep his eyes skinned and make note of any strange figures he saw, keeping a special sharp lookout for motors and aeroplanes.
He didn't listen, so I skinned his eyes for him.
Ah, gross. Then I sat down in real earnest to Scudder's notebook.
Which we will do next time.
Next time on the 39 Steps.